Welcome. This is a quick introduction video on the Megacell monitor for iOS. We're in the process of getting it approved by Apple, and while we're doing that process there were a few questions from Apple like, okay, we see the app but we can't actually approve it yet because there's no Megacell charger where we can interface with, and we can't validate if your app's working as expected. So what we've done to help them out is we do a quick introduction video on the Megacell monitor for iOS. I'm using a Apple iPhone 11 Pro, currently running 13.1 of the software version. It's also the level where the app is built on. Anything above version 13 will work just fine. And today I'm going to show you how to set up the Megacell monitor and have it interfacing with the Megacell chargers, as you see on the left, which are the prototypes. So when you start the app, let me start the screen recording just to make sure, otherwise there's nothing to see. So when you start the app on your iPhone the first time, it is not connected to anything. It will say, it will show you an empty page, not connected, and you go to your settings tab and you connect to a cell charger near to you. You type the IP address in the top bar. In my case, I already had it connected to one of the chargers, so let's connect to another one, and then you press the refresh icon on the right and you see immediately in your display that the firmware for this cell charger is version 2.0.9. previously it was 0.6, and it reads the min max, the store voltages of your Megacell charger. From here you go with the back button to the grid, and you see that the batteries that are inserted are reported in the overview. And when you scroll to the right, you have the charge capacity, the discharge capacity, and of course your cell temperature. Now all this is exactly the same as for your Android device and for your Microsoft application. And the icons on the top from left to right are charge, discharge, measure capacity, and stop. So in this case, let's first start with a charge cycle. When I hit charge, in the display it says started charging. You also see the Megacell charger lights turn on for the cells that are inserted, and you see the voltages and amperage change in your view. Now when you're done with your charge cycle, it stops automatically. That's organized through the firmware. But if you want to, instead of charge it, you wanted to discharge and you made a mistake by clicking the wrong button, you press the far most right icon, which is stop. You see the lights on your Megacell charger turn off, and you can say, okay, I don't want to have them charging, I actually want to have them discharging. So you select the middle icon. Again, the lights on your Megacell charger turn on, it started to discharge, and you see on the amperage page also a negative value. The negative value is of course logical, because you're now discharging and the discharge capacity is decreasing, meaning your cells are being drained to a level that is set in your settings page, 2.81 volts in this case. As you can see, the majority is around 3.3. These were all store charged, and when you let it run, it'll deplete your batteries to 2.8, and then it will stop. Last part is the measure capacity, which is basically a workflow cycle. The workflow cycle means it'll charge your cell to the set point of 4.2 volts. Once it's there, it will do a discharge of your cell, measure that again, and then it does its store charge, so you can safely transport it within the regulations of your country or European region or the US. The icon is the second from the right. When you press it, automatically the start capacity starts. It checks the battery state. It says if it's 4.2 volts, an already charged cell, it will start immediately with the discharge cycle. If it's too low, in our case it's 3.4 volts, it will start charging first to become completely full, and then start the discharge cycle and eventually the store cycle. Now, this version doesn't have push messages yet, so you're not getting informed of when a battery is fully charged or discharge or a capacity test is done. That'll come in future versions, but for now it's an add-on tool to your already existing Microsoft product, which is a full-blown cell test solution, and this is only just to monitor from the couch how your chargers are actually doing.